Hello, class of EDUU 526. My name is Giselle Garcia, and this is my journal number 2 for the course. After reading chapter 2 and applying what I know about language structured in this journal, I will first define some important words of the English language structured. I will discuss my reasoning for one language structure component that I think is challenging for ELL students. And finally, I will share one activity that I can implement in the classroom to help ELL students grasp the language structure component. Understanding language structure can pose a challenge, but it is an essential part of the learning process. Phonology is simply the pronunciation of the English language, the way we use speech to sound out the words and the letters. Morphology consists in the way words are formed and arranged to make different meanings. Syntax is the way words are arranged in a grammatical manner to ensure that there is sentence structured. Semantics is the meaning of the words, and pragmatics it looks beyond word meaning and focuses on the conversational part. I think out of all the English structure components, the most challenging for ELL students to learn, I would say, has to be pragmatics. Speaking the English language is quite complex, and learning to speak without an accent is quite difficult for a lot of the ELL students, especially if they're acquiring the language at an older age. But when ELL students are trying to convey meaning, the human brain first tries to translate and then process the words to communicate. This can make it difficult for the receiver to understand what message the speaker is trying to fully get across. The receiver might misinterpret what the speaker is trying to say. Pragmatics is not only about the words we use, but how we use it properly in certain ways, or like when we're socializing, communicating with other people. There are several activities that the educator can do in the classroom to help ELL students better understand the English language component. For instance, one activity is to have scenarios where students can act out. They can ask each other questions and communicate back and forth. Like, for instance, teaching students how to greet each other or how to make requests. You would eventually also teach students how they can use that language when they're communicating. So I would say it is important for the teachers to be able to provide sentence starter for the students and have word choices for them so that they know how to use those in the conversation. I love using this implementation strategy. I use it a lot in my classroom, not only for the SEL component, but also for my ELLs. It helps them feel more confident as well as learn from one another, like on what to say or what language vocabulary to use when they are greeting each other or making requests or asking for permission and sort of things like that. This is everything that I have for journal number 2. Thank you.